Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Rimworld Alpha 12, where it is October. It is nearly the winter months coming, and while last time we had, let's call it kind of a quiet episode without a bunch of people attacking us, I think things are about to change because we've had a little bit of time to recover. We got to build our first greenhouse zones. We do have 2 sun lamps here. Ideally, I can build a third here before winter's over, although I need to think about where I want to build it. Probably close to the other ones, although for redundancy's sake, it may be better if I cut into here, or I could try and build it up into here and connect all these rooms. One way or another, we still have our little summer fields growing over here. But let's go ahead and unpause it because I'm sure the action is going to be rising up here next. But you can see we're actually starting to dig into our battery power just a little bit, which is pretty exciting. We can actually designate this turn off as well. We'll keep those as securities necessary, but I did actually forbid some doors to force people to clean up just a little bit. So colonists are idle, Andy's idle, Keys is idle. Andy's really not a cleaner. I guess, oh, well, I guess he's not. I guess we'll have to trap somebody else in there to make them clean. Anybody can be trapped in to clean. Can you clean? Yes, you can. Oh, look at all this. Oh, well, a little bit of cleaning. We just want to make the area better because as everything goes around, well, pretty much what it boils down to is we have, if things are too nasty and too messy, you start to have issues. Let's hear. What's she actually making right here? Unfinished parka. Phoebe, not with the greatest tailoring skill of all time, but she's learning over time. Is she actually gaining skill right now? Yes, she is. So she's learning pretty fast. We do have a lot. We do have quite a bit of food stores. Not a ton of meat. We do have plenty of frozen meat. We actually do have some herbal medicine sitting around as well, which is one reason that this iridium is going to be so important. But growing season is here now. Let's see, what kind of field is this? This is potatoes as well. Okay, potatoes are fine. Rice is fine. Vector's going to need to be doing some growing work here before long. We don't have a lot of prisoners to take care of. We don't have too much animal handling to take care of right now. So we do have a redundant sculptor's table. Probably about time for Andy to start going back to research, though. So we'll turn Andy onto there. Because while researching is very important, so is we need to actually unforbid that door. Since Andy's not going to clean up for us, we'll just hunt this 72-year-old turtle. But yeah, I am going to need, I guess, to get some more power supply. Which I guess if we're going to be... If we already have a kind of building that's unused, this is going to be as good of a place as any. Unless, of course, the batteries explode and then set everything on fire. Which is one reason you kind of keep them separate. And plus, batteries are ugly, but we'll make do. We have our comms console right here. I feel like we should put a light in this room, especially when it's cold. Don't know why I didn't do that before. Probably because I was short on steel by quite a bit, but there's another combat supplier. We did make pretty good on the combat supplier last time. Let Vector go over here. We'll make this one of these Andy's bed. I think our person who actually got jealous from everything being bad is dead, so Keys going to that room. I guess everybody's mood is pretty good. Andy, neutral, a la stressed. Why are you stressed now? Joy deprived. Could really use a break for something enjoyable. Well, let's go ahead. Everyone gets a little bit of joy in the morning. How about that? Forced joy time. Except for, of course, Vector. Do we have... I guess I could make a really big room that's kind of a commons room. Grow it bigger than this. We don't really need this anymore. We just have to watch for... we have some very basic stockpiles here. We don't have a lot of places for like a commons room where people can sit. You know what we can do with this? We can actually deconstruct this and we can start to make this our... we don't have enough animals. We can make this our brewery, assuming I have not researched brewing yet. But that'll be kind of our next area there, and this will be our brewing station. Because beer helps people be happy. But if we look in here, it's outdoors 43 degrees, so you can see everything not growing as we're having we're not assault rifling that. But Allah able to shoot things down. So this Zerigium's dying. These plants are just going to die pretty soon. Let's see, we didn't actually check in with the combat suppliers. So let's get Vector on the case, wherever he is. Combat supplier, what do you got for me? More guns are good. Frag grenades good. Pistols good. Sniper rifles, awesome but very expensive. So let's hear. That's Homestead Export Company. You all have a survival rifle. It's awful, and a pistol that's normal. You get a charge rifle. Those are also good, but I think right now 600 is a lot to commit. If I get someone that'll actually buy the AI core off of me, we'll think a little bit differently of it, but for now. Waddle's hauling the rifle, so we're pretty good. So let's see what the next steps we have are here. Right now, it is getting colder. The months are passing by ever so slowly. And we have a raid. What was I saying before? Rocket Pack. They have, they're looking to use sappers to tunnel through defenses. Fortunately, they're all the way across the map. That is a lot, though. And it looks like they're coming right away. So our defenses right now, if they're coming from the southeast, that's not very well defended, unfortunately. Because we have some turrets that aren't built yet. So that stinks. Let's turn these on. Because if they take out the geothermal generator, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We do have this one. I swear I said a few more things to be built. I guess it just hasn't been as high a priority for the team yet. Anyway, it looks like when they say sappers, here they all come. You're sorry, the Joy Wire, and probably has, oh, just a shiv. There's a PDW, whatever that is. Information. Personal defense weapon, micro submachine gun, short range, low power, high rate of fire. So that's scary as shit. Charge rifle. So we may be able to get some good stuff here. Frag grenades. And they're going to try to mine into our area. Well, fortunately, we're not in a mountain base. So, bring it on, guys. You're coming to my worst defended side here. You need to draft everybody. Somebody's still really using a mace. Alright. Let's meet up over here, and let's slow this down. Now, Vector is going to be... So here we have Andy, who's going to probably be better suited right here for the moment. Allah can hide behind a tree. Phoebe, the test subject, who is not actually brawler. She's actually trigger happy. Phoebe, you know what? Let's equip you with the survival rifle. You can get in there in time. So it's cold, it's rainy, and we have our first people coming around here. Here's Keys. Keys with your good old-fashioned longbow. So we need to be ready for the cover fire. They're coming around this way. So if they're just coming all the way around here. Okay, somebody got hit. Hunter has shield with a ranged weapon. Well, that's okay. Actually, go ahead and drop the personal shield. Alright, so where are they going then? Because if they're going over here, we'll just act out accordingly. One of them's already been shot down. The Joywire's dead. And there's Lynx. Let's fire on you. Lynx is the one that has the shoddy pistol. Okay, critical alerts needs treatments. That would be Andy. But you're dead as well. Alright. Did we manage to turn you on in time? Yes. So right now we are using up all of our stuff really well, but keys, you can actually fall back. And it looks like we should be able to survive this alright. I don't know if they're exactly running away, but I'm going to enjoy some of this gear, assuming I can get it. So let's go over here. Let's see where they're running to. Okay, got actually out of the way of that turn, so Vector's going to be firing on you, I guess. So he has the PDW. That's bad. Alright, Vector. Vector, we probably need you to go back where the turns will save you. So let's put you up here. And you're going for right here with the charge rifle. On Alo with the pump shotgun. And Andy, you can just fire on Clark. So there's Piggies. And Vector, you can just, I don't want you to equip anything, I just want you to go over here real quick. So Andy's about to get shivved in the back with a plasteel gladius. That's a little scary. Let's get you up here. Okay, they're fleeing. So what do we get? We got one charge rifle, so look, we didn't have to buy it. And Vector, you can just fire on Clark as well. Do we have anybody who's actually able to be captured right now? Dead, dead, dead. These pirates don't really like being converted over, so you're trying to run away. I don't really care about the Gladius very much, and you're dead. Okay. Well, while we're here, might as well go for it. Because his personal shield's probably going to hold. Yeah, that seems like the entire group, so I think we're okay. 2 people need treatment, so we do have the medicine for that. What is our haul here? We got shoddy pistol. That's a really good get. I'm very happy about our updated weapon right now. So what do you know? We have all of our graves over here. We never have anybody running by our graves. So shoddy pistol, charge rifle, which is a direct upgrade here. We can just strip all these people. Strip. Strip. You're an experiment. You're also dead. Strip. Strip. Were you not dead? Okay, I thought they were all dead. So we do have... Oh. Mitch. Mitch with the frag grenades never even made it. While we're at it, there was supposed to be some freaking things built here that were not. So let's make sure that happens in the future. See, there's one. So I guess we'll cancel that. Still, good defense. Mitch is broken. What are your needs? Mood, fleeing, food. Get out of here, Rocket Pack. What is my relationship with Rocket Pack right now? Bad. They really don't like me. They want to keep coming after me, but... Who needs... Okay, who's our doctor again? Keys is our doctor. So treat Andy. Let's not have you fall asleep, though. Because Andy's our second best doctor. We just want to make sure we don't have infections. So what's the injuries here? Gunshot, trivial blood loss, and then just bruising. So they should both be okay. We just watch his health slowly get bandaged up. Alright, so Andy should be healed up before too long, and I think combat suppliers left range. Well, that's fine. We have a lot more stuff now, and it's not even that cold out. What is the average temperature here for winter time? Average temperature is 33.6, so cold enough to stop our growing, but not cold enough to necessarily make everything snow all the time. So still a solid defense. Everybody's going to be able to eat. Keys is consuming a meal, and then we get some repairs because we got just a little bit of gunshot damage for everything. And then back to research. A little bit of blood loss, but he seems to be... Oh, he has a shattered rib as well. Do we need to rest you until you're healed? I think so. Just because we don't want infections. We have a dead rabbit. So we actually can't fit things into the cold storage right now because we have that much food. It's okay. Phoebe, still a good cook. Do we actually go ahead and start prioritizing fancy meals? What is a lavish meal? Nobody, none of your colleges have this skill because we don't have anybody cooking at 10. We want to do this until we have 10, and we want to set the minimum cooking skill to 10. Lavish meals give take a lot of resources, but it is worth it. And it'll let us make it through the winter just a little bit more. So here we go. I think everybody is pretty good. They should both be fully healed fairly soon. Do we have some more rando squirrels? Yes. And I think, let's hear, if we have a male and a female alpaca. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and try taming these guys, because getting alpacas in the fold is going to be pretty useful, and it lets us use some of our stuff. So everybody's fully healed. We're actually building our second geothermal generator, which is awesome. Power redundancy, always a good thing. So we want to try and expand ourselves to go this way eventually. Means we do actually need some animal sleeping spots, and I know I just destroyed some of these. Let's see. Oh, mad animal. Cool. Local ew has gone mad and everybody sees it. Ew is what it says. Here it comes. And all my turrets are still on, and we actually still have some good battery power there. Haven't needed to build these other batteries yet. How are we doing mining wise? I think we can go back to having a la mine instead of just haul. So that'll be pretty good. Does this ewe actually die to the turrets is what I want to know. It's going to be a little frustrating if she doesn't, so. Keys has a bow. Keys is not a great shooter. So what gun do we want to pick up? Let's pick up you. Alright. So Phoebe, let's go and draft you. Okay, good. The U is downed. So short range, high rate of fire. Now we know that, which means keys you can actually equip the survival rifle instead. Phoebe can equip the charge rifle. I think Phoebe... Oh god, no, we don't want Phoebe equipping the charge rifle. Keys, equip the charge rifle. Phoebe, There's gotta be people who have better shots than one. Okay, keys. This is what we're gonna do. Allah, equip the charge rifle. You are our best shooter. Even though technically over rank 5 doesn't really matter very much. Vector has a rifle as well. Andy doesn't need to be drafted anymore, so we can go back to researching and all that. So, and I guess we don't really need a steel billiards table. We can just make a wood one, I think. Or a marble billiards table. That's fancy. We can go ahead and actually start working on some of the floors here. How much tileage do we have? We have a lot of granite. Let's redo the floors with granite tile. Fancy. Fancy. This room still really needs a heater, so we need to let's have Andy build this. Alright. So we got a lot of steel over there, and we're going to have some modern warfare of animal hunting before too long. You can already hear the bullets flying. This ewe can be picked up, although we don't quite have room for it. We do have some chicken eggs that are frozen, and all these things are still growing. So overall, lots of positives to take away from this. We do have a few little events. The bigger thing is that it is getting colder outside ever so slowly, as we have lots of people moving around. It is cold in there. We do have an exotic goods trader. Let's see if we can get Vector on the phone. Relaxing socially all alone. Alright. Will you actually... Okay, he'll buy the lab. He'll buy the AI Persona Core, which has a market value of 7,000, so there's no fucking way I'm selling it for that. I'm not that desperate. We can sell one normal personal shield. Is there anything really, like, worth buying? I've been debating buying a telescope just for people to do things with. Doesn't look like we have too much yet. We might get there before long. But once again, we do really, really, really need to build that. So Keys, who's sleeping right now, is at the 31 degrees indoors. Is not tenable. Because it is almost November now. Let's go ahead and build that. So 5 steel. How close are we to actually having a heater? Pretty close. And once we have that, look at this. We're actually going to need more power generation before too long. Which means we do need to get somebody else back to mining as well. I guess it's going to be Keys. So escape. Oh wow, escape pod crashing hard nearby. If anybody survives, they'll be badly wounded. And did you survive? The inventor. Gunshot, stab, bruise. Well, that is not great. But there's worse things. And you're melee, and you can deal with animals, and you can craft and research. You don't do a lot else for us, but we can use the body. So let's see here. You're not too far from our town. Oh my god. Horrible, horrible cough. I'm so sorry. So we need to rescue you. Get you back up to town. And what's Phoebe doing? Phoebe is butchering? Okay. Well, we don't want that to spoil. It's a long way to go just to butcher, though. Alright, so we have one medical bed. A group of travelers is coming by. Keys! Wow, Keys, you're all the way over here. You know what? Let's, Keys, since you have a tendency to nod off here, let's go ahead and have Andy treat the inventor here, because he's in critical condition. That's why all those things are red. Low blood loss right now, but there we go. Healing up ever so slowly, so he's not as critical, he's just severe pain. And I guess if he's a guest, I could technically capture him. How are people's clothing, by the way? Because I have a feeling they need to be wearing better stuff. Vector. Alright, so some of y'all are actually wearing the stuff that we're crafting. That's good. So he's a space refugee. That's the faction he's from. So he's wounded, wearing worn out apparel, feeling bad, cramped environment, a little bit crowded, moderate amount of pain, very ugly environment. Just 8. And bulk goods trader, just in the nick of time as well. So this is probably going to be it for the episode here, but before we go, let's go ahead and send Vector, the kingpin who's growing so well as well. Let's call the bulk goods trader and see what we can do, because right now, it's interesting, our battery supplies are not lasting the night right now. So we can sell, oh my god, we've got so much wood. We went from no wood to all the wood. We do have beer that we can get. Medicine super expensive. Plastile's not that expensive. We do have, we don't need all this, so we can just sell it all. Hair leather, boar skin. We have cotton for some of this stuff. Anything else that we want? Meals. Meals are okay. Elephant meat. We're actually pretty well stocked on food for now. I could get a rooster, but I can't get a chicken. I don't know if... I guess technically you need the chicken to lay eggs, not the rooster. So I think actually right now we are pretty okay. I'm going to sell just some wood, just as a matter of course, but that's because it's crappy wood. So let's go ahead and accept that. A little bit more money. Because not all of our wood is in very good condition. In fact, some of it's just going to go away before long. So we do need to actually bury some of these bodies here. So we need to strip. And then one more mad animal. Some sort of second wave swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems some of the deers in the area have been driven insane. This is actually possibly a problem. We have one deer that's a manhunter, one buck. But I mean, we have to stop the episode at some time. So Phoebe, you may get overrun by a buck here in just a minute. We'll have to try and get everybody back at home. So that's it for now. This is Asher. This is our base right now. It is still building up very well. Zen seems to be healing okay. He's still stressed. But because we have a hideous environment in here, let's check just how hideous it really is. Oh, it's repulsive. It's actually repulsive. And very dirty. And very not happy. So I guess we'll actually go ahead and make sure we put some marble tile in here since we have so much. But that's it for now. This is Asher. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with even more Rimworld, where we can see what winter will bring in.